When the holidays and gift giving can take over our lives, the holidays can get downright expensive. Tell me about it. And stressful if you aren't careful, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. But the costs don't have to strain your budget or the good cheer. Financial advisor John Ross Donez from Burns Financial joins us now with some tips. Good morning. How you doing?
Good, good. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, look, here we are. They always say you should probably start your Christmas shopping early, so hopefully you've done that, but probably a lot of us haven't. How do we look toward the holidays and budget it appropriately?
Yeah, so it starts with being intentional, right? We got to make sure we make a list of the people that we want to prioritize, make a list of the people that we care about, and kind of budget properly and allocate toward those people. And then also think about the added expenses that comes with the holiday season, traveling to and from loved ones' houses, meals for whatever grandiose events you may have, and then even decorations. All that stuff adds up when you're talking about the holiday season.
Right, yeah, no, that's a really great point, because I think a lot of people will probably make a list of who they need to buy presents for, and that's a little bit easier to sort of budget out, but it's those other things that you just kind of forget about.
Throw
like
under the rug, yeah,
like
exactly.
Mom said, oh, I got to pick up, several loaves of bread before I come over or something like that.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of stuff. But that said, people still want to spend on their loved ones, their family, and even giving to others during the holidays, right? Yes,
yes. It's always good to give back to the community on top of spending for those that you love and appreciate, but it's always about just having that intentionality with it, staying within that budget. I know it's easier said than done, right? But just trying to stay within those means that you have to be there with your family, because that's what really matters, right? Is just spending time with your family. It's not so much the gifts, but just having that time allocated to them.
Absolutely, and that's a great way to maybe hem in the budget a little bit. Maybe you're looking at it and saying, hey, I want to make sure that I'm saving properly going forward into the new year. Christmas and the holidays always mean, hey, we've got another year right around the corner. As far as what you should be doing if you want to invest and save, is there something that you're looking forward to in that realm?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things coming up today in the market, and then just the environment around us. There's a lot of good things going on. Interest rates are coming down, different things like that. But that's long-term looking. Short-term, spend what you need to spend. Try to not use so much credit. Use that debit card and cash when available. When preparing for the holiday season. All those things like interest rates, tariffs, those aren't going to affect the short-term things when talking about the holiday season.
Right.
So those are outward-looking things right now. Just worry about spending time with your family, spending time with your loved ones, and enjoying the Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays that you have coming up.
Right, and then I guess really budgeting and then being, like you said, that intentionality is so important. Would you suggest, really talking about this with your family too, or those loved ones who maybe expecting certain things, telling them that you want to be intentional about spending this year? Yeah,
I definitely think that having a conversation with the family is always good. Maybe scaling back on the gifts a little bit and maybe going somewhere, doing something together is more valuable. Instead of getting a humongous gift, let's all go to the pumpkin patch, or let's go do something, go let the kids see Santa, little things like that. I would definitely recommend that.
Nice time with family, maybe just a getaway that isn't too far away that you can drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Save some money on travel, that sort of thing. There's some good tips there. Make sure that you're continuing to bring the holiday cheer. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. All right, time now is 7:50.